Today I'm doing a review of this oil pan. This is Hyper Tough, sold by Walmart. I'm almost positive it's made by Flotools because it's identical. Obviously they probably cut costs somewhere. I think one of the main places they probably cut costs was by not putting Flotools logo on it. But I would be really surprised if it wasn't made in the same facility. Right off the bat, this thing is made like I don't know if Flotools does any better, but the cap is lined with it's just a piece of like cardboard, waxed cardboard or wax paper in there. That's not going to seal. Guaranteed. Just, I mean, around the mouth of the thing, it's really rough. And turn back on. There you go. Okay. You can, it just, I mean, it's made like this thing here, a lot of complaints online about this thing not staying closed. I don't doubt it. I went through, there's 3 of them at the store. I got the one that seemed to snap shut properly. That's gonna break and get lost, and I'm just gonna shove a plug in there eventually. I mean, I know that. This plug here is also made like you can see that they made no attempt whatsoever to clean up the seams on the threads. I'm gonna clean those up before I even use this pan because I have a knife here. This is stupid. Where the oil drains into the pan, why did they not make another hole? That's just lazy and dumb. Cost of this was just under 13 bucks, I think. I gotta set this GoPro so it doesn't shut the front screen off because I can't see myself. There we go. Yeah, so it's flimsy. There's something in it. Probably just slag from, yeah. Oh, from drilling out the holes. Yeah, so what I'm going to do before I even use it, I'm probably going to try and clean this up. I'm not going to try real hard. I am going to drill at least one more hole in here. 2 if I can fit it. Yeah, and then we're going to go and actually use it. GoPro, stop recording. Let's see, these are their holes, and then I added these 2 just because, why not? One thing I do like is that this cap has really aggressive grips on it. They're like teeth. That's going to be really handy when I'm wearing an oily glove. Okay. This. Alright, let's see if you're catching all that. Oh yeah. What this is a piece I cut out from my furnace filter because there's a company online who shall remain nameless because I actually don't remember their name. They make a pad that goes in here that's supposed to like stop splashes, but it's really expensive. It's like 35 bucks and I'm not spending that. So we're gonna see how this works. I do have the dipstick pulled out a little bit and the oil fill cap off, so we should get full flow. Oh, I like that. You nameless company. Okay, this thing can just sit in here. Yeah, look at that. She barely splashed a bit. It is barely keeping up with the drain rate out of the engine, but I don't know if that's because of my filter thing. It's a used filter, by the way. I did not use a fresh filter for this. I just swapped out my furnace filters today, so that's actually a dirty filter. Yeah, so it seems to be working. See if I can get my oil filter off. Actually, I don't know that I can get my filter off and still catch the drain. I think I can. There. Should catch it. I should also mention the engine is hot. I just got back from a trip to town, so this is hot oil. It should be at full flow basically. And see, we have a little bit of splashing, but for something that costs nothing, it's doing a pretty good job. And I'm not spending $35 for the privilege of not getting anointed with a little oil. All right, let's get the rest of the filter off. Oil looks pretty nice, actually. We're having been run, I think, just shy of 6,000 miles. A lot of highway miles, I guess. There is 227,000 and something on this engine. When I can afford it, I'll probably send a sample to Blackstone on a future oil change and see what she looks like. But so I mean, the thing runs perfect. Exhaust leak, but next spring I'm either going to fix that or put on a louder exhaust. All this dust here is from the furnace filter. It kind of poofed out of it. I didn't put any effort into washing the filter before I repurposed it for this. Alright. I think I'll just put my new filter on. clean the surface and get that taken care of. Ow! I like that. Here's a little trick for you. If you're wearing gloves, you got your old filter here, you can use a glove. Nitro works better, it's more flexible. Oh, god damn. Okay, if it was a nitro glove, it wouldn't have ripped, but if you're wearing a glove, try it with the other glove. You can take your glove off over the filter. These gloves are... Anyway, you take your glove off over the filter and your glove turns out inside out around the filter. Kind of seals everything together. Just makes it easier to handle, I guess. Wish I had the actual nitro gloves. These gloves are... Another little trick that I like to do, rip the lid off of your oil filter box, and on the back of it write the mileage and the date that you changed the oil on. I like to write the type of oil I used in case I forget, and then whip it in your glove box, because then you have something to check to see when you have to change your oil next, and you also have the oil filter number off the filter, because you're guaranteed to forget that. So yeah, just something I like to do. This thing also, if you can see in here, there's still some oil that kind of pools in the drain part. I'm not a fan of that. I mean, I'm sure it's because it's just thin shitty plastic and it's kind of bubbled up here. But that's kind of annoying. I have a much better version of this at my folks' place, and it doesn't do that. But again, that was probably like 25 bucks 25 years ago, and this was like $13 today. So okay, well, it should not be nearly full enough to get up to the level of this cap, so I don't expect any to come out. Good, like that. Alright, let us attempt the pour. Again, as I'm pouring it into the jug, there's a little bit that is pooled up in the drain pan area that's eventually probably going to overflow unless I maybe do this, in which case it doesn't pour. Yeah, that's definitely a flaw in this pan. What they really should have done, I don't know if you can see this oil pooling here, it's about to flow over. What they should have done was put the hole right in that corner. Yep, it's going to flow over unless I can tip it back and kind of let it drain into the hole, but now I'm wasting time. Which is fine if you're charging by the hour, but I'm doing my own work here. The other solution is, I guess, to be honest, just to leave a little bit of oil in the bottom of the pan. It's not going to hurt anything, I suppose. Alright, time to wrap this up. This definitely will not be the last drain pan I ever buy. At some point, it's just going to piss me off, and I'll probably cut the top off it and just use it as an open pan, or I don't know. I'll always use it. I'll have a use for it, but it's not the end-all be-all of drain pans. The quality of it is really flimsy. The fact that the drain pan part isn't drainy enough, how it pools oil in it, that's kind of stupid. There's no reason for that. I mean, that's a simple design thing. I didn't mind the fact that I drilled extra holes in the drain plug area. That no big deal. Somebody else might. I didn't. Yeah, I mean, it works. It works okay. Doesn't work great. For 13 bucks, it's probably okay. Definitely not a shop tool. Like, if you do this all day, there's no way that it would last. It'd either piss you off or it would just crack. It's flimsy. It really is. And as far as my homemade splash guard thing out of the furnace filter, seemed to work all right. But that too worked, but it's kind of a pain in the ass.